What's going on, bottom line viewers? It's Mitch here, back with more best bets for NFL Week 17. In this video, my favorite over-unders to bet this Week 17. 5 over-unders that I like. Before I give you those over-unders that I do like, make sure that you do spike that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more bottom line view NFL best bets just like this, and get in that comment section and let me know, what is your favorite over under of the week this week 17. Let's kick it off with the first pick, and that is the Jacksonville Jags and the New England Patriots under 42. I don't see Jacksonville scoring more than 10 points. I just don't. The New England Patriots had their worst defensive performance a week ago versus the Buffalo Bills. But what many people will not take away from that game, two things. One, it took a miraculous, superhuman performance by Josh Allen. It was an unbelievable quarterback performance by Josh Allen that ripped apart the Patriots defense. And there's no doubt he ripped apart the Patriots defense. But that's not the point. The point is that it took a superhuman effort by a superhuman player. The best game of his season. Trevor Lawrence is not Josh Allen. And Trevor Lawrence has never played on that level. And he is nowhere close to that level. Secondly, he's a rookie quarterback. Rookie quarterbacks struggle versus Bill Belichick. Traditionally, they often lose. They often turn the ball over more than once. And they very much struggle to move the ball through the air. Especially when that rookie quarterback is the guy that is the sole responsibility for winning or losing the game. Sometimes a rookie quarterback can come in, let's say like a Mark Sanchez, manage a game and pull off a win over the Patriots. But it's not often through the right shoulder of that quarterback. And Trevor Lawrence, he has to be the whole team or the team loses. So therefore, there's going to be a lot of bad plays from Trevor Lawrence. Missed throws, misreads, turnovers. He's going to be under pressure. And overall, the Patriots defense just overwhelms, talent-wise, the Jacksonville offense in a multitude of ways. The Patriots defense, until that game versus Buffalo, I would have said probably the best defense in the NFL. And now they're angry. And now they have a point to prove. And now they have a little bit of a chip on their shoulder. On the flip side, Mac Jones is also a rookie quarterback. Although he has outperformed Trevor Lawrence, I don't think New England's offense is at a place right now after the last two games where I can predictably say that they are going to score into the 30s. They're just an offense right now that's a bit stagnant. Yes, they've faced two good defenses in the Colts and the Bills, and really three good defenses in a row because they played the Bills twice in the last 3 weeks and they had a bye. So over the past month, Mac Jones has not been the same quarterback. A lot of that has been due to the competition, and sure, you could see him get back on track versus a subpar Jacksonville defense. But I'd be lying if I didn't say that Jacksonville's defense is the better unit on their football team. They can do well versus the run game. They can do enough in that area of the game where they can slow down a heavy Pats rushing attack. And then on top of that, I just don't know if the Patriots can account for all the points here. It's a 42-point total. New England's going to have to score 35 of these points for this to go over. I mean, I just see Jacksonville probably scoring from 3 to 10 points in this game. It would surprise me if they scored more than 10. And then you're asking New England to score 34 to 38. And I just don't really see that happening the way that New England's offense is playing recently. On top of the fact that they probably know they're going to easily win this game, which means they're probably going to commit to the run game, running the clock and things of that nature in the fourth quarter, which is going to speed the game up, which is going to cause less points to be on the board. I think this is a game where New England looks for execution. They look to get back on track. But I think by no means are they trying to hang like 50 points on Jacksonville. And even if they tried, I'm not sure they could. Because like I said, Jacksonville's defense is a bit underrated. So, my first favorite over-under is New England, Jacksonville, under 42. My second favorite over-under, and this one has an asterisk next to it. You've got to pay attention. The Rams and the Ravens, over 46.5 or 47. Now, this number is going to move down. And the reason I say that is because Lamar Jackson, as of today, did not practice, and it does not appear that he will be playing this week. This number was created with Lamar Jackson in mind. Lamar Jackson will probably not play, which means that people are going to bet this number down, or it's going to be taken off the board and reset to a number that the odds makers believe adjusts for Huntley. Now, I would say this. Huntley is better than hurt Lamar. Lamar is great, but Huntley has shown and proven that he can put points up as the quarterback for the Ravens. He will be the quarterback if Lamar can't go. I think that the Ravens can run the ball on the Rams. I think Huntley has proven that he is a capable backup. He's made plays. And the Ravens remain a feisty team and a hard out every week. They've got Mark Andrews, who's a difficult matchup for this Rams secondary. And the Ravens have kind of proven to put up some points in the second half these last couple of games, even with Josh Johnson in there. So I look at the Rams and the Ravens as I know the Rams are going to score. I know the Rams are going to come out here, attack the weakness of the Ravens, which is their secondary right now, a very beat-up secondary. They're missing many starters. There's many backups in there. There's many third strings in there. McVay, Stafford, they'll have a plan to attack the weakness of that defense. They get Andrew Whitworth back on the offensive line. Sony Michel's playing really well at running back. Cooper Kupp's looking for records and things. And the Rams are continuing to surge. The Rams are probably going to score in the 30s, and the Ravens, as long as they get flirting with the 20s, you're going to get an over here. So I would wait until Lamar goes officially out, give it some time, allow the people to react, allow the odd makers to move this number down, and then bet over on this total. That is the play for this week, and I like that one a lot because I could see a lot of points in this game. My third best bet is the Cincinnati Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs over 51. This game is going to be what it is billed to be. And what the Chiefs and the Bengals is billed as is Joe Burrow versus Patrick Mahomes. Joe Burrow is currently PFF's number 1 graded quarterback, and that is because he's playing phenomenal football. On top of that, he has fabulous weapons, a trio of receivers that are very difficult to cover. And here's the thing with the Chiefs. They like to play aggressive, they like to play man-to-man coverage, but it's difficult to play man-to-man coverage against 3 number 1 caliber receivers. If you were to rank the top 32 receivers in the NFL, at least 2 of them from the Bengals would be on the list, and then possibly also Tyler Boyd would be close to flirting with that list. The Bengals have that quality at wide receiver. They also have Joe Mixon at running back. This is an offense that can create big plays, create points in a hurry, and because of that, they're never out of a game. If they fall behind early, they'll surge back. They might come out hard and heavy and put up a ton of points. In that case, Mahomes has the opportunity to surge back. On the flip side, Kansas City has an offense. Tyreek Hill, no real good matchup for Cincinnati in this game. Cincinnati's been not very good at defending tight ends. Travis Kelce is back in this game. The Chiefs have found a way to be more patient, but yet just as efficient offensively. And the Chiefs right now look like an offense that's re-energized and an offense that's going to score at least high 20s in this game, even on the road. So I see both of these offenses trading points, it being a bit of a shootout. And I could see the Bengals taking a Charger-like approach in terms of going for it on fourth down, being aggressive, trying to take it to the Chiefs, and trying to win it with their offense in this game, which means probably more points in this game if teams are aggressive. So I like the over 51. We need one team to hit the 30s. We need one team to get in the low 20s. I think that's nearly a guarantee. This game is going to be high scoring. It was meant to be, and it's destined to be, and it will be. My fourth best bet of the week is the Washington football team and the Philadelphia Eagles under 45. Now, this is a gut feel more than anything, but I look at both sides and I feel like both defenses are playing better as of late. Washington is a lot healthier now than they have been the last couple of weeks. I think people are underestimating what they can do defensively when they're a bit healthier. I'm also just not generally a big fan of the Washington offense in scoring a lot of points. They like to control the football. Both offenses really are control, time of possession based offenses that like to run the football. I think that means this is going to be a lower scoring game. That means longer drives, and really, I don't see either of these teams scoring 30 points here. I think both are looking at the low 20s in this game. It should be a game within one score. And like I said, both of these offenses are not over-the-top explosive passing games. They are run-first offenses. I think the Eagles' defense is playing a lot better than people think. I like the way they're mixing in more coverages. I like the way their front four is playing. I think Washington is going to be a little bit angry, especially the guys in the front four, the way the Cowboys game went down and the storylines coming out of it. Ron Rivera is very good at creating narratives for his team to bounce back with. And this is an NFC East divisional game, the second time they've played. There's that extra tape to study that will help you in this type of game to keep the total down. At this time of the year, at the weather that could be really at this time of the year, I feel that lends to an under, and I think this is a tough, grinded out type game for an Eagles team trying to get into the playoffs. I'm going to take the under 45. And my final over-under best bet is the Sunday Night Football game that is the Vikings and the Packers over 46.5. I've seen some opinions on both sides. Personally, I like the over, and it's due to the injuries on both defenses. The Packers have been missing a couple of their star defenders for a majority of the year, which has hurt their overall defense, especially lately, where they have really struggled to stop anybody in any regard. The Ravens scored into the 30s. The Browns easily could have scored into the 30s if Mayfield didn't throw 4 interceptions. A lot of them were his singular fault, and they had a lot of yards. And then on the other hand, you have a Vikings defense that's very beat up. Their 2 best pass rushers are out for the season. Their secondary is very thin and can't really cover. And on both sides, the offenses have good quarterbacks. Rodgers is great, MVP, and Cousins is pretty darn good. And this is an environment where all of these games lately have been high scoring between the Vikings and the Packers. Dalvin Cook should find success running the ball. Aaron Jones and Dillon should find success running the ball. I can't see either team covering the best receivers in football, in my opinion, between Devontae Adams and Justin Jefferson. I think this is a lot of points in this game. I think the Vikings know they have to score in this game, and the Packers will score in this game. And ultimately, that is an over. I think it's similar to last game where it's kind of like low 30s to high 20s. And that is easy for an over here on Sunday Night Football. That is one that I might bet earlier than the others just due to the fact that the public will likely come in later and try to get on the over before Sunday Night Football because it is a primetime contest and people love to be on the over. That's just the way it is. That's the way people are. So those are my recommendations for the totals for the over-unders this week 17. Let me know your recommendation in the comment section below. It's Mitch. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to check out the rest of the best bets between my spread picks and also the parlays to play. Peace.